The American Respiratory Care Foundation's primary goal is to further support and promote good scientific research within the American Association of Respiratory Care and within the entire respiratory care community.
ARCF has been promoting respiratory health and quality education of respiratory therapists since its founding in 1985. Now, ARCF needs your help in order to continue serving as the philanthropic arm of the American Association for Respiratory Care. We sat down with some of ARCF's leaders and award winners to find out what makes the American Respiratory Care Foundation such an influential organization. Take a moment to think back to when you were in college. The expense of the classes and all the other things that go along with those classes can really add up. I think we would all agree that help from a scholarship can make a big difference in someone's life. The ARCF presents several grants, awards, and fellowships to respiratory therapists who have demonstrated exceptional leadership in research, management, and education. Take a look at these numbers. Since 2000, the ARCF has provided more than $1 million for education of respiratory therapists. That includes more than $230,000 in direct scholarship and achievement awards, and more than $226,000 in research.
The contributions that we have within the foundation go to support the furthering of education. It goes to support good scientific research.
We look for people with a passion toward research, teaching, advanced degrees, and these are going to be the future leaders of the AARC.
I went back in my 30s actually to complete more education. And when I received the award for the foundation award at that time, it helped me to finish my degree in a more timely manner. In other words, I was working, I had a family, a young family at the time, and so without their support, it would have taken me longer to complete that degree.
It came at a timely moment in my life because I finished my graduate education program a semester early, and because of that, I was actually eligible for an academic appointment at the University of Virginia. Had I not had my master's degree at that point, I would have been overlooked for that type of position.
I think it's important for respiratory therapists and people to support the foundation because it is our only foundation that does support educational opportunities and some research opportunities. I think a lot of people don't know this, but the American Respiratory Care Foundation does have research grants for respiratory therapists. It is the only foundation that is directly working for respiratory therapists in the country.
ARCF helps respiratory care professionals achieve their goals even beyond graduation.
They are so student, such an advocate for students, and so that's number one. And with me being in education the past 25 years in my career, the student is where I always keep my driving forces going. So the foundation is very student friendly and such a great advocate for students.
I think that the foundation serves many purposes that go well beyond just graduate education awards. It really does support the respiratory therapy community, not only domestically but internationally. So the funds that actually go into the American Respiratory Care Foundation actually takes a much more global effect in respiratory care.
The ARCF also supports at least one journal conference a year, giving $1.4 million in support.
We provide the sponsorship and the support for the Respiratory Care Journal Conferences, one of the highlights of our peer-reviewed journal, Respiratory Care.
So we've heard from scholarship recipients and award winners, and tomorrow, that could be you. The American Respiratory Care Foundation is your foundation, promoting scientific research and fostering continuing education to develop tomorrow's leaders today.